You were listening to Christian Audio's production of The Road Back to You, an Enneagram Journey to Self-Discovery by Ian Morgan Cron and Suzanne Stabile. This book is read by Ian Morgan Cron. This audio recording was produced in 2016 by Christian Audio, which owns the copyright. No portion of this recording may be reproduced for any reason without prior written consent from Christian Audio. This edition, issued by contractual arrangement with IVP, originally published in English as The Road Back to You, an Enneagram Journey to Self-Discovery, copyright 2016 by Ian Morgan Cron. All rights reserved. Please visit christianaudio.com, facebook.com/christianaudio, or twitter.com/christianaudio to offer your impressions of this work and to explore additional titles. Grant, Lord, that I may know myself, that I may know Thee. St. Augustine. I dedicate this book to my wife Anne, my daughter Kaylee, my son Aidan, my daughter Maddie, and my great son-in-law Paul, with great love. And to my dogs, Wendell and Ella, my beloved companions, who sat at my feet as my ghostwriters. Suzanne dedicates this book to her husband Giuseppe, with love, and to her daughters Joey and Jenny, and her sons Joel and BJ, who are their hope. Chapter 1. A Curious Theory of Unknown Origin. One Saturday morning, my cell phone rang at 7 a.m. Only one person in the world dares call me at that hour. "Is this my youngest son, Ian?" my mother said, pretending to be unsure she'd called the right number. "Yes, it's me," I said, playing along. "What are you working on?" she asked. At that moment, I wasn't working on anything. I was standing in the kitchen in my boxers, wondering why my Nespresso was making end-of-life noises and imagining all the sad ways an early morning conversation with my mother could end if my coffee maker broke and I was deprived of my first day's cup of coffee. "I'm thinking about writing a primer on the Enneagram," I said, gratefully watching a black stream of coffee love fill my mug. "The sonogram?" she shot back. "No, I said the anagram," she said, firing a second round before I could stop her. "Enneagram, Enneagram," I repeated. "What's the Enneagram?" she said. My mother is 82 years old. For 67 of those years, she has smoked Pall Malls, successfully avoided exercise, and eaten bacon with impunity. She has never needed glasses or a hearing aid, and is so spry and mentally acute, you'd think nicotine and inactivity were the keys to a long and happy life. She'd heard what I said the first time. I smiled and continued with one of my Enneagram elevator speeches. The Enneagram is an ancient personality typing system. It helps people understand who they are and what makes them tick, I said. There was a long, utterly airless silence on the other end of the phone. I felt like I had been suddenly flung wildly into a black hole in a far-off galaxy. "Forget the angiogram. Write a book about going to heaven and coming back," she said. "Those authors make money." I winced. "They also have to die first." "Details," she purred, and we laughed. My mother's tepid response to the idea of my writing a book about the Enneagram gave me pause. I had my own reservations about the project as well. When my grandmother didn't know what to make of something, she would say it was novel. I suspect that's how she'd describe the Enneagram. No one knows for certain when, where, or who first came up with the idea for this map of the human personality. What is clear is that it's been a work in progress for a long time. Some trace its origins back to a Christian monk named Evagrius, whose teachings formed the basis for what later became the 7 deadly sins, and to the desert mothers and
Sample complete. Ready to continue?